If you're sick of building 2x2s every wipe and you want a base that's just as easy to build, has way more storage, and is quite a bit stronger, then this is probably the base for you. This base is perfect for solos, duos, and even trios, so let's not waste any more time and get right into the video. Coming up to the front of the base, we have a sheet metal single door, and behind that, 2 more single doors making a triple airlock. Behind that, we have 3 small furnaces and our tier 3 to the right. Behind the tier 3, we have a hidden locker, which is unlootable for raiders unless they blow through the honeycomb on the outside. Through this first garage door, we have our bunker drop down right here. And past that, we have our first loot room. In this loot room, it has 6 large boxes for plenty of storage, and it's protected with sheet metal, making it difficult to raid. Jumping through the bunker, we're in our core now with 2 garage doors and 2 full loot rooms. To the right, we have our TC, and as you can see, there's tons of storage in here, 12 boxes in the core in total. And it's a pretty small base, there's not too much to it, but it's cozy and can fit 1, 2, or potentially 3 people if you really want to squeeze in there. Now this bag right here is actually really important. Whoever owns this bag is the only player in the base who can unseal the bunker. So just make sure whoever's getting on first in the morning, if you're playing as a duo or a trio, owns this bag. If you're playing solo, you don't have to worry about that. Now to seal the bunker, all you need to do is place a half wall right here with the soft side facing in towards the core, and a triangle connected to that, and upgrade it to armored. Once you're done, you can just log off for the night. And hopefully when you wake up in the morning, you'll be unrated. Go ahead and respawn on your bag, and break the twig. That will unseal your bunker, and you're ready for another productive day in Rust. Now on wipe day, the priority is to put down a base with a TC as quick as possible. So to do that, we're going to place 2 lowered foundations to make sure we can build this later, with a square connecting off the top one and a triangle connected to that. You don't need to upgrade the lower triangles for now, and we're just going to surround that with walls and a double door frame facing the 2 triangles you placed earlier. Pop a roof on there and upgrade it all to stone. Put a door on, and we want to secure our TC, but we need to place a triangle half height floor frame right here first, and then you can put the TC inside. Now the reason we do this now is because you won't be able to place this later, and combined with the window later on, this allows you to make this another piece of functional honeycomb, making the base just a little bit stronger. We can go ahead and put our bags down, and anything else you need for the early beginnings of the wipe. Now we want to expand as quick as possible to put another door on, and we want to start by placing squares on every side of these 2 lowered triangles, and a triangle in that gap right there. Upgrade everything to stone. And now we can start surrounding all of this with walls. And on the triangle, you don't want to place a wall there. Put a door frame. Upgrade this to stone. And make sure these 2 walls right here are wood for now. Put a wall here, and upgrade that to stone as well. And you can put another single door here for your airlock. Now optionally, you can add a double door right here to create a triple airlock. Makes your base just a little bit safer and a little bit harder to get deeped on. Now if you're wondering on how to expand this base, if you plan on building up and maybe building a shooting floor, I'd recommend putting your triangle frame right here so you can put a ladder hatch and go up to a 2nd floor. Now I'm not going to be doing that in this video because I like the base how it is as a small base, but if you want to build up, that's how I would do it. While we're up here, I'm just going to put the roof on. And heading back inside, we're going to put some of our deployables down. Tier 1 can go here. And you can fit 3 large furnaces along this wall, but I'm just putting 1 for now. Boxes wise, you want to place them just like I do here to not have to pick any of them up or replace them later. This is the easiest way to do it. Obviously, if you do need some more box room, you can't place them down. Just remember, you're going to have to pick them up later. Put your bags down here near this door. You can fit 3. Now to make it a little bit easier to move around, we're going to place a half wall and 2 triangles in the ground like this, just so we can walk over it and not fall in that pit. Obviously, don't upgrade this because we need that for our bunker later, so just remember not to do that. Now we want to place a half wall with a floor right here. And take off this door. Place the floor triangle. And then break this. Now you should be able to place a half height triangle, but we're not going to do that yet. We're going to place a wall frame. Upgrade that to sheet metal and put your garage door on. I'm doing it in this specific order so that we can place our boxes down now and not have to pick any of them up. Go ahead and place your last 2 boxes on the ground here. And now you can connect this triangle to the wall. Upgrade that to stone, and you can demolish this one and put your door back down. Now we're going to get 2 more large boxes to finish off this loot room. Place them in an L shape right here. Sometimes the placement can be hard, just pick up the box, try again. You really want to hug this wall if you're having problems placing it. I'd recommend going into a build server and just kind of mess around with it for a while until you get it down. When it's done, it should look like this, and you can access all the boxes surprisingly easily. Next, we're going to do the same thing with this loot room, but we don't need to do any build-ups because we can connect it to that frame we placed next to the TC. Now we're going to go ahead and break these wooden walls. We're going to soft side them, and then we're going to place honeycomb there in the form of 2 triangles. These triangles will be functional honeycomb, meaning they give you the functionality of honeycomb, and you still can place stuff inside and use it. If you're worried about people killing you while you're soft siding, you can always build the honeycomb first and then soft side. And on the left side, we're going to place 3 furnaces. And on the front, we're going to place a locker. Place a window, and then 2 half walls on top of each other here. Break the lower half wall and place a low wall. Makes it so no one can get through, but you can access all the furnaces still. It's really important you remember to lock this locker, just in case any raiders do find it eventually. They won't be able to get any of the loot inside. Then you can place your workbench in front. Obviously you don't need the tier 2 right away, but the tier 3 does hide it a little bit better. And to access it, you need to open this door and peek through the little crack in between the workbench and the window. Of course, this isn't super hidden, but the average raider might miss it, so you might be able to keep a few of your kits, even if you get fully raided. Place your med box underneath the tier 3, or whatever you want to put in there. And now that you realize the base looks a little odd, it's not symmetrical anymore, and we're going to fix that by honeycombing the base. It's just triangles around the whole thing, besides where we already expanded out those wooden walls we soft-sided. Just like this. Now you can run around the base and upgrade all those to stone. Now we're going to build our final entrance main door right here. Pop a door on. Pretty simple. Now we're going to go around and finish building the honeycomb. Super simple again, just walls, upgrading it to stone. Now we don't want to forget the honeycomb on the roof. We're going to go around the core of the base with half walls. Like this. upgrade it all. And now we want to place half walls like this down the middle. It's important you at least fill this in with half walls, separating your core from your main part of the base. I would recommend just placing half walls throughout the whole thing to stop any splash damage from rockets. And then just cover up the roof. Back inside, we're going to do some upgrades to our core. We're going to start by upgrading everything around the TC to armored. And we're going to break this twig down in the bunker. Now this is your last chance to place this sleeping bag here, because once you upgrade it to armored, it changes the hitboxes of the foundations. So just make sure you do this now before you upgrade both of the walls to armored. Also make sure you place the half wall there, because if you don't, the bunker won't work. Once that bag's down, you can go ahead and upgrade the other foundation to armored. And this whole loot room to armored as well. You're gonna have to pick up this box here to get this back wall. And then these two foundations need to be armored as well. This loot room is optional if you want to upgrade it to sheet metal, but I like to have my loot just a little bit more secure. The ceiling right here should be sheet metal, and this one should be armored. Now for the core, you want to place a floor right there, and a triangle through the wall right here. Now I'm going to place our window right here, leave that twig for now, and upgrade that frame to sheet metal. And don't forget to put your garage door there before you start placing your boxes. And we're going to rebuild the same loot room we've already built twice before. And then you can upgrade this to sheet metal. And I like to upgrade that to sheet metal as well. Also, don't forget to put a armored window frame in that window before you log off. Now with that done, the core is basically complete besides our bunker. To do that, you want to place a half wall right here and a full wall on top of that. Make sure the full wall is soft side facing inwards, and you can break the twig under here. Now your bunker's done. Again, this bag is very important. Make sure that doesn't get broken on accident. Show you how to seal it again. Just place your half wall right there and your triangle right there. You want to upgrade this foundation to sheet metal as well. And I also missed placing the garage door right here, so don't be like me and remember to put that down. Now you're outside, we're going to start sheet metaling the honeycomb around our core. So follow as I do here. If you're not exactly sure where the core is on the outside of the base, it can get a little confusing. Like this, and this last triangle right here. Now you want to get on top of your base and upgrade the floors and the half walls above anything that's sheet metal. And then on the roof, you want to upgrade these 4 tiles to sheet metal as well. Basically everything above where the core is. With that done, everything in your core is a minimum of a sheet metal wall and then an armored wall, making it very secure for a solo or duo. And with that all done, the base is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments or in my Discord server. And I'll see you guys in the next video.